It is a step in the right direction, though. I'm already thinking toward next year. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Like I'm already thinking towards next year, and I mean, if we're looking at what we've seen, I am looking at like I see good strides for the future. I see a core. Like I see hope. Like I know there's a light at the end of the tunnel because the Devils GM Tom Fitzgerald decided not to give in to the stupid delusions of competitiveness and actually decided to sell off pieces. Decided that it's time. It's tough to stomach it. Like I know it's tough to stomach as a fan to want them trading Blake Coleman and Sammy Vatanen. Hell no, I didn't want them trading Blake Coleman or Sammy Vatanen. But you know what had to happen, and look what they got out of it. Nolan Foote has an NHL shot, and that first round pick for the Canucks is gonna be it's gonna be good. This draft is deep as hell. And the prospect that they got for Sammy Vatanen, whose last name I'm not even gonna try to pronounce, he's currently playing really well in Binghamton, and he might make the roster in like late March. I could see him like late March. I could see him coming up. Like, well, what do the Devils have to lose at this point? Just bring up the young guys.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure. Give him a shot.
What's it worth playing John Hayden? Like, why play John Hayden?
Give him some ice. Give him some time on that ice, man.
Yeah, like
absolutely.
Like replace John Hayden with like Nick Merkley or something like that. Just like John Hayden or Nick Merkley, just a guy like that. Just young life in that forward core. And when they bring up the youth, they play really, really well. As we've seen with like Joey Anderson on the roster, he's become a really strong two-way player. And he's played really, really well. And with Hughes, well, I don't really have a lot of positive to say about Hughes because they don't know how to use him. Like, honestly, just put him on a line with Zacha and Gusev. Like, literally, Jack Hughes with Pavel Zacha and Nikita Gusev. It's better than putting him with Wayne Simmons and Pavel Zacha.
Yeah.
Like, with Zacha, like, okay, I'm going to go on in our line.
Okay, do it.
Tangent. Okay,
do it.
I'm post-it note right here.
Okay, do you need a pen? Okay, you got a pen. Okay.
Okay, so, like, with these lines that I want for the Devils, I want to see, let's see.
Oh, we got visuals now. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna play the role of Alon Nashardine. I'm only doing forward lines because to have defensive pairings, you need to have defensemen.
Sure.
Like, so
guys who can play defense. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Oh, the pen's red. Perfect. So,
oh yeah, let's go Devils.
So my first line is.
But hey, don't look now though. They're 26, 27, and 12. Just don't look now. I'm just saying.
Like, do I need to go on a Jim Morrow rant?
No, I'm just hey, and
okay. First line is Bratt, Hischier, and Palmieri.
Okay.
Because Jesper Bratt is playing really good hockey.
He is.
And whenever Nico Hischier is put with Jesper Bratt, he plays really, really well. If you notice, Nico Hischier, whenever he's playing with someone other than Jesper Bratt, he is borderline invisible. And when Nico Hischier is invisible, he's like an average forward. But when he's with Jesper Bratt,
above average.
he plays like
scores.
well, he's borderline elite. Okay, so second line is I'd go with. Oh, thank you for the visual.
Of course.
Thank you for that.
Of course. Hold up the roster here.
I'd go. Second line would be.
Survey says
the second line from the brilliant mind of Cameron Woolley is Zacha, Hughes, and Gusev. Like, honestly, on the second line, with Jack Hughes needs some upside to play with him. And a hell of a lot better than, Wayne Simmons. And a Bratless Hischier. With Pavel Zacha. He's one of the more Pavel Zacha is turning to one of the more underrated forwards on the team.
Sure.
He's been great. Like lately he's been really, really, really good.
Scored 2 goals 2 nights ago.
Yeah. And I think with like he played with Bratt. He's playing really well with Bratt and Gusev. Just like you put Zacha on the wing with less responsibility in general. You still have Gusev there, who helps like literally any forward Nikita Gusev is with, like they're automatically more productive. Like that's the kind of player Nikita Gusev is. And with Jack Hughes, he's a playmaker with a criminally underrated shot. And when Hughes actually has offense playing with him, he does well. Like Jack Hughes, I've seen Jack Hughes on checking lines. Okay? You do not put Jack Hughes on a checking line. That is something that you just don't do. Okay? Just do not put Jack Hughes on a checking line. You just don't. Like, he's not a checking line style forward. Like, do you think, like, Jack Hughes, like, he's good. Like, he's going to be really, really, really good. Great in the future.
Yes.
Do you see, is he Bobby Holik? Like, does
He's
he
not
belong,
Bobby Holik.
Like, does he belong, like, he's not the, like, sure, he might end up being better than Bobby Holik, which I'm probably going to get
so.
crucified.
He
for
better
that
be
saying.
better than Bobby
Like,
Holik.
is he Bobby, does he belong on the crash line? Like, does he belong on the crash line?
No.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to do with him, putting him with Pavel Zacha and Wayne Simmons instead of putting him with Pavel Zacha, who is a really good defensive forward and has shown insane flashes of offense lately, and putting him with Nikita Gusev, who's Nikita Gusev. I love Goose. He's just great. I haven't told anyone how much I love Nikita Goose. You know what? No, I'm just gonna craft the top six for now. The bottom six is
it's solid.
bottom six is dog.
How do we make this happen? How do we get this line
This
to?
is gonna be hell.
Uh-oh, it got stuck to the. Now it's permanent. It's stuck to the table.
Yep.
That's it. It's not never. It's set. It's literally set in stone now.
Yes. It's gonna be confusing for like literally every single other one of your clients.
What the?
It's gonna be
Jesper Boquist.
No, Jesper Boquist isn't on this thing. But I want to talk about Nikita Gusev.